Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. So we are starting with the pattern of having first the Urdu version of a video and then following it up with an English version. So we covered in our last video Bab-el-Mandeb, and that was the format in Urdu, but now we'll be for our valued audience, we'll make sure that we are having the English version also with it. So here we are with the English version. Today we are covering the all-important Bab-el-Mandeb, which is in the vicinity of the already significant choke point of Strait of Hormuz. Dr. Yasser, as usual, is with me, and I'll be Dr. Sir, over to you to actually start with the explanation of the Bab-el-Mandeb.
So thank you very much. Earlier we had the two podcasts on the Strait of Hormuz, and today it would be the Strait of Bab-el-Mandeb. The Strait of Hormuz, we said that it trades 21 million barrels of oil daily, and that mostly leads to the Far East. Again, from Asia to Asia, or Middle East to Asia, from Indian Ocean to the Pacific Ocean, and again Bab-el-Mandeb. Now that leads that oil or the hydrocarbons to the Europe and the Americas through the Suez Canal, and that is about 4.5 million barrels per day.
So basically, it's a linkage
Yes.
towards Europe that we have, and these are the two significant choke points within the locality.
Yes.
Okay.
So these this is the this is how this looks like. The length is 50 kilometers, width is 26 kilometers. The average depth is 168. If you could remember that we told that in case of Hormuz it was just 50 meters. The main island here is the Param Island, and one more is the
Seven Brothers.
Yes.
Sawabi Island. So, just by the view of it, I thought that we are again going into that Hormuz frame because it similarly has similar sort of islands.
So it again has three littoral states, that is Yemen, Djibouti, and Eritrea. And Yemen, of course, is predominantly Muslim country with more than 99% Muslim population. Djibouti again with more than 98% Muslim population. Eritrea, it's claimed both ways. Sometime it is said it is Muslim dominated, and sometime it's Christian dominated. However, we can safely say that this strait, it sits in the Muslim dominated waters.
So it is somewhat similar to Strait of Hormuz also because it's also
Yes.
having the Muslim countries all around. So essentially, it is within the Arabian Peninsula and the Horn of Africa
Yes.
that this strait is
linking
within.
Arabian Sea and the Red Sea.
Absolutely. So the Suez Canal linkage. Now just see the detour that the ships have to take if, for example, they have to from Cape of Good Hope, they have to move all around, and just see the variable distance that they have to pass.
cover. Depending upon the type of ship or the size of the ship, the distance, the delay it causes is 2 to 3 weeks, and the financial effect is about 70%.
Okay, I see. In terms of days, huh? And the trade. And so this was another picture explaining the same, that the type of detour that the trade has to take, and in terms of cost and the volume of trade, it does affect. So this is your favorite slide, Dr. Yes.
Thank you very much. This slide indicates that oceans and the choke points. Here we see the Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean, it does not have any choke point. Then we see Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean, it has only one choke point, that is the Strait of Gibraltar. Basically, we can say the Mediterranean Sea is the basin of the Atlantic Ocean because it just has one entrance and the exit. The second choke point is the Panama Canal, but it's a man-made choke point.
Okay.
The difference is it's a man-made choke point. Now coming over to the Indian Ocean, the first is the Suez Canal, again a man-made choke point.
Mhm.
Then is we have in the Indian Ocean is the Bab-el-Mandeb. We are discussing today the Strait of Hormuz. We have already discussed, and the Malacca Strait. The important thing is that all these uh, natural uh, choke points, and including even the Suez Canal and the Bosphorus, in the Turkey, they all sit in the Muslim territorial waters.
Oh, yes, it's very significant. Just see the
This
number.
point is very significant.
Absolutely.
And if in the current scenario, if Iran can enhance its influence, and that in enhancing of influence reaching to the dominance of the one choke point is causing such a influence in the entire global
Trade.
facet of the trade.
Yes.
Even it is affecting the Europe and
Mhm.
the Americas. So what if all the Muslim countries, those within territorial waters, all these choke points are sitting?
Okay.
Just imagine that
Yes.
if they, as in the past history, they have been dominating all these choke points. They make some influence,
Oh,
enhance
yes.
some influence. What all impact could they achieve?
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is a very important point. Now, just coming over to the trade volume that the Bab el-Mandeb has, as we discussed in case of Strait of Hormuz, so 10 to 12% global trade is actually dependent on Bab el-Mandeb, 4.2 million barrels per day. And in that case, as you mentioned, it was 21 million barrel per day in case of Strait of Hormuz. So in total, we are reaching about 25 million barrels per day. And then the 12% is seaborne oil is also passing through it. 1 trillion plus trade corridor is basically Bab el-Mandeb. Due to the impact of the conflict on in the Strait of Hormuz, this Bab el-Mandeb also got affected. The trade or the traffic volume was reduced by 50%. The global rerouting actually created the
Hmm.
cost enhancement, and then of course the delays. So this was the impact of one choke point having an impact on the other choke points. Another aspect which is very important is the piracy threat, because of its linkage through the Gulf of Aden and then beyond. We have Somalia also as one of the littoral state in the south. So it affected in having in especially in 2011 the piracy attacks on the commercial ships was at its peak. So what even now with the what the asymmetric warfare that we are seeing, for example, in terms of the drones warfare and the unmanned boats even, so the threats have enhanced. To cater for this threat, Djibouti actually has been hosting various countries. They are actually, we call it the Djibouti military-based diplomacy. So we have military bases of China, Japan, Italy, France, United States, and Saudi Arabia. And this was basically having the general maritime security also, but specifically a counter against the piracy threats within
Mm,
these waters.
Maritime entire it's a entire maritime geopolitical spectrum,
Okay.
due to which Djibouti has been selected that way.
Okay. So this is very interesting slide. Yes, sir. Just see the in 2023,
Yes.
the Indians came up with an idea that we need to have a corridor which is actually sea and then the rail and road, and to have a dream connection with the Europe. Uh, and since they are actually, and I normally say that they have that Bollywood mindset that they have, and that
Mm.
actually was mentioned once they had a venture of or a lesson learned in May also with Pakistan. With the Chinese-Pakistani connection, they are actually, uh, for example, in shock actually to create an alternative, and they make use of their movies and actually fascinate with some sort of an idea. So, what do you say? Isn't it a similar sort of an idea that they are floating?
It was 9th September 2023 G20 conference. It was being organized in India, I think, and New Delhi. And once they floated this idea to counterbalance the BRI and CPAC.
Mm-hmm.
I am amazed about the thinking of the Indian media and the government. I don't include Indian people into it. They are
Yeah.
very sane.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think how they equate themselves with China. I,
Exactly.
I just cannot even comprehend, and what to talk of comprehend. I can't even think that how they equate themselves with China, that whatever China can do, they can counterbalance it. Earlier, they had been cheating Iran
Mm-hmm.
for about the decade that they will be investing just
Chabahar. Yeah.
$100 million in Chabahar,
Mm.
and now they are again cheating Iran, while in this war scenario, in the war scenario of US Iran, they are
They are pro-Israel. They are actually.
yes. So
Mm.
I think this is very well said. This just an ambition,
Just see
and it's already jeopardized.
the type of ambitions that they had,
Mm.
linkage with Europe, and then the reduced dependency on the choke points. So I believe that this war has actually given them, the Indians, also a lesson.
Mm.
And I'm sure that, as you said, that the China is now planning an investment within Iran. And
Yes.
that will be actually connection of the BRI. Once that is actually materialized, and with the CPEC also connecting with the same, Indians will learn their lesson, I guess.
Right. So that's investment is $480 billion.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's so. Yasser, with this, viewers, I just would like to say a few words about the recent book of Dr. Yasser. It's called the Maritime Strategic Muslim Chessboard. Why I said that this is your favorite slide, because while explaining the choke points across the world, the bulk of the choke points is basically dominated by the Muslim littoral states. So that's why for any trade having these choke points in their capacities, his vision is that the Muslim orientation in any reconfigured world order, with just by this the maritime positioning of the choke points, can be very significant for all the Muslim states. So it is well explained within this book, is already available for the viewers on Amazon. So please do have a read. And next time we shall be actually giving you more about ourselves also, and with another important topic. Keep on listening to us, and see you again. Thank you.